a three-pointer. Guess who?
The B player that everybody has their eyes on, Caitlin Clark.
When I first got here, it was COVID, so I played in front of nobody my freshman year.
Caitlin Clark for three!
Clark has it. Pull up. Knocks it down. Just operates the offense. Inside. Kicks out to Clark. Long three. Cans it. Civilian to Clark. Long three. Good again. Here's a takeaway. Marshall 1-on-3. Kicks back to Clark. Long three. Good. Big things right now for Iowa they've got to fix before they really get into the heart of their schedule. As Clark with a big pull-up three. Here's the kick out. Clark, a long three. Big shot. Sinano, near side block. Clark, long triple. Good. Offensively, Sinano will give a screen. Clark, contested three. It's good. Are you serious?
From Iowa as they bring up the ball right now. Caitlin Clark gonna pull that one from deep. Clark's gonna shoot the three though and get her redemption. Oh man! And Clark, the freshman.
Caitlin Clark for
Picked up off the floor by Martin. Here's Clark. The escape dribble into the three-point. Also Sharon Goodman, a freshman from Lime Springs, Iowa. Clark from way downtown. Nothing. It's a rebound, though, for the Hawkeyes. Clark, I was going to say, she's been a little bit quiet, and then that one rattles in a three-point.
Most for Iowa. She hasn't produced a ton as Clark with a long triple. Traffic, it's deflected. Tracks it down. Thought about the flip. Instead, the corner three, and it's good. Some glass comes down with the board, and Iowa chance to spark something. Clark, the three, it's good. 4 points, 2 boards, but transfer from Cornell's got a really strong post presence. As again, inside it's Warnock. Kick out. Clark takes the three, it's good again.
Clark with her 6th shot, and that one is her first three-point make. And here is Clark. Being defended this time from Poole, and there's that range we're talking about, averaging some career highs. Putting in about 8 minutes here off the bench, and oh, look out.
How much room she had to shoot.
Here's Clark for three, heating up. Ooh, it's like autumn.
There was some screwdrivers, I think, before the game today. Here's Caitlin Clark again. That time she doesn't miss. Up to Marshall from Clark. Marshall falls over, and the bucket is drained.
Look there for Sinano, another offensive chance here for Iowa. Clark will pull and fire and hits.
Defense, and she is missed. I mean, they're going to have to kind of fill in for her. Veronica Burton always in there rebounding. She'll do whatever's necessary. And
the 11th lead change, and we're going for 12. Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark's going to take the three from the right wing, and she got it. Well, she's working on Sconiers on the baseline. And Clark's going to throw it up from long distance, and she... Clark's going to try from the corner, and that rattles home.
The first meeting, and they played too slow going through that.
Well, they are eyeing and
just hedging and shadowing that area.
Here's Clark, who's got an open three look, and she drills it.
Record. She was 17 of 19 for the game, but she said she was surprised when she missed that.
Outside of Logan Cook, you've got 4 players who can shoot the 3 here for Iowa, and Clark goes for it.
She's one of those dialed-in competitive coaches, you know. She's talking about everything they need to fix, but they're doing a lot of things.
But the possession arrow keeps it with the Hawkeyes. Long three that goes in.
So the #1 team goes down yet again this season. I think the Wolfpack will claim that #1 spot.
Sonano got stopped in her tracks by Holmes. Mackenzie Holmes, what a game. 25 points.
Huskers have been bitten at times this year as the 3 falls.
The score has stepped up, but it's also her ability to communicate and be there for her teammates.
Caitlin Clark, a 3 again, and 5 to shoot. Clark to work. Deep 3 for Clark. And that one rolls home. Last 15 to 9 rebounding, 9 of those defensive, but that means 6 offensive rebounds for Iowa. Clark will launch from deep. Who needs an assist when you can hit? Nebraska wants to play with pace, and Iowa wants to grind this thing out. Clark, deep 3. Oh, a dagger!
Knock that down.
So another 8-0 run for Penn State here that Clark silences. A somewhat limited sample size. This is just her 14th game. Clark, does she have an answer? Yes, that's her second 3-point. Right as Iowa is on the precipice of taking this game over, Caitlin Clark does it. Points in the first half. Caitlin Clark got to her spot. Foul called on Johnasia Cash. Clark, corner pocket. Doesn't matter, she can be open. Gobbled up by Sonano for Iowa. Clark, oh my gosh, 32.
The importance of Iowa checking off Maryland and not giving them second chance opportunities. Maryland made them pay on that.
Shading towards Caitlin Clark's side. She'll pull and fire and hits. Boy, oh boy. 2, averaging about 6 to 7 attempts. Logo shot for Clark. She makes up from Cal. And Angel Reese challenging that shot, and Caitlin Clark
possibly getting their hands on the ball. So you have to settle in and play composed.
Is 8 that she made against Arkansas earlier this year. Caitlin Clark again.
Back in the day. I was 12 anyway, but Caitlin Clark needs to double up on her, show her more attention, but that's the thing about Maryland. Who do you double off of?
Stop it!
Cracking the top 25 this week.
It's the 9 3-point make now for Caitlin Clark.
Kenray Johnson has the matchup with Caitlin Clark, and she always has the better offensive. Find a way to catch that ball and lift it.
Well, they give it back to Clark, who's got all kinds of range on the shot clock, and Caitlin Clark is going to have to pull off balance and off glass.
Going in and stay confident with our work ethic, the time that we put in to develop our game.
Well, Marshall with the kick out, and now 5 to shoot. Here's Caitlin Clark with very little space to work with. And she only, you know, she missed about 37 days in between games. You got to think.
In the conference, 2 of the best players in the country, and Caitlin Clark.
And there is Caitlin.
Marshall, he's been very good here this afternoon. Up to 9 now as Clark connects her first field goal. Now Clark goes to work, launches a 3. Yep, buried it. Instead they'll reset the offense, find Clark, shimmy shake.
On the weak side.
Look at Holmes' stat line there. The points, the rebounds, the block shots, and watch Caitlin.
You don't get sped up when you're in a crowd.
Here's Clark with the step back.
Break the plane.
Here's Clark from deep. My goodness!
Ramped it up. And we're able to get a victory after being down 9.
Look out.
Them down the stretch, so you know that's on the mind of the Iowa players at this juncture.
Clark just...
Points and rebounds, and 9th in assists. Step back. Clark, bingo, that's tough. 27-23. Clark on the outside, lets one fly. Bingo, that's tough. Offensive rebound, Kate Martin. as she patrols back to Clark. Second chance redemption. 33 minutes, the most of all players on her team, as Clark from Cedar Rapids knocks it down. 71, Hawkeyes by 5. Ice, are you serious?
And here's Clark, just as the quarter clock. Clark for 3. That's the third three-point make. And Clark with no three-point makes here so far. She's 0 for 3 before this shot, and that's her first.
And then Rutgers, one of the most staunch defensive teams in the country.
Another three-point make. She was 0 for in the first. Iowa holding for one final shot. Clark sizing it up to take it and make it.
And try to get it again.
Joyner slipped, and that let just a wide open window for Clark. Clark again looking to go back to back. 6.
This is the most mobile lineup that I've ever seen Maryland play with in terms of the versatility that they have at the floor.
Shot clock is dying. She's going to shoot it. And she banks in the 3.
More balanced than we thought coming into the Pac-12 tournament. Tara Vanderveer's just had a fantastic season.
Mimi Collins just hit her second 3 of the game. She's only had 10 all season, but then the response.
You may think that may be a little bit of a deep 3. She can go deeper than that. And Caitlin Clark can go deeper than that. Clark steps in for a 3.
But they've had to figure out how to play through adversity.
Clark buries another one. Kentucky settles for an outside shot for Wyatt. Here's Clark in transition. Use the dribble to get free. Got enough.
Come in and have been aggressive.
Clark.
We saw what happened when Caitlin Clark comes off the floor. We saw that in the Central Michigan game. So trying to make sure.
Picked up by Clark. Pull up 3. Of course. Clark defended by Benton. Clark launches again. Clark drains it. Clark, a couple of good fakes to get free. And
a 10-2 UConn run. Clark trying to force the action. Banks it in.
He also has his own strut.
Clark, a deep one. Oh! Gets that to drop.
So Jan would be on the road at 5 a.m. recruiting her. Their whole staff as she splashes another 3.
Martin back to Clark. Her 3 is good.
Caitlin Clark, sophomore, University of Iowa, and I play point guard.
Up ahead to Clark, tracked it down and put it in.
Not good, and it's rebounded by Kate Martin. Another attempt by Caitlin Clark. New Hampshire, Caitlin Clark, long right wing 3. That was 27 feet, folks. 7, and it's 43-23, Iowa. Here is Caitlin Clark, off balance. Iowa with the lead. 1:20 to go. Here's a whistle. And knocks to the ground Gabby Marshall. Here's Caitlin Clark, wide open from the left baseline outside of 3. Stumbles with it, gets a little giggle out of herself. Finds Caitlin Clark. She launches from 3. Beautiful.
And here's Caitlin Clark. It's beautiful. It's very defense to get it into the post with the lob. Often that's more challenging than the actual shot when with the basketball. Little inside out, and it's good.
Get it right back from a Fulter into the front court. She comes, stops, step back behind the 3. Her first 3 of the night.
Offer her team, but this is something completely different for them. Finally, one drops.
Shooting 68% from the floor this season. Caitlin Clark knocks down the 3. Smith lost the handle. Clark for 3. Got it.
Well, and 51% is a high number. It's going to be raining 3s all night long, Pam.
Iowa averaging 84 points per game, 5-1 on the season. There's Marshall out on the perimeter. Get it right back to Caitlin Clark. Always a good choice. A long 3 by Clark.
push. Runs into some traffic, stops, pops from three. Bucket.
When you have so many pieces that are consistently missing as Clark pulls it.
And there it is. Over 1,000 career points in just 40 games. So they put me in the boys' leagues, and I still won. And Clark knocks down a trip.
In the season, providing that scoring spark, now slipping into a starting role due to some injuries. And Caitlin Clark just money with that step back.
Next player rotating to the ball. Very good execution from Nebraska.
Clark from the wing gets her first three.
My goodness.
Incredible ball handling by Caitlin Clark, and she will net. December, Sinano has it stripped. Clark for three. Yes. Close defense by Deja Winters, sticking her hand in. Clark for three. Yes. This time off the screen, off the mark for Clark. Another look at three. She has got it. First half as well with 6 points. Clark finds herself free. To 22 points, trailing 43-22. Clark calling her own number. Puts it. Stick is Clark surveying. She'll try another one. And she's got it. 2 3-pointers.
Alone.
That's what I'm saying. It can become an avalanche. Offense on the other side as well.
Caitlin Clark from deep.
In that kind of defensive scheme.
Caitlin Clark from the logo!
And give credit to Iowa in that regard defensively.
Caitlin Clark was like...
She'll pull it for the transition three and bury it.
You gotta love it about Caitlin. For her.
Clark up top, steps into a three. Back up top to Clark. Crossover, step back three. Oh, yeah!
Post. They need to limit turnovers today. Caitlin Clark, deep three. Oh! Number one in yellow for the Hawkeyes. Shot clock winding down for Clark. Doesn't matter. Inside has an early 14 points. She's not on the floor. Caitlin Clark is, and she drains another tray. Basketball IQ always knows her to be defensively. Clark's a tough assignment. No, and she drains it.
People are saying that the bounce pass is, out of style and nobody can make it. Caitlin Clark in here. I'm coming right back at you. And they're just competing on a high level. Gathering that offensive board and put back.
Look at this! Wow! Caitlin Clark, the Jordan shrug.
Will secure it. Hawkeyes will push the temple. Clark from deep. Wow, deep.
I'm good. I'm scoring. It's just phenomenal to watch how she operates.
And Caitlin Clark,
the freshman. I mean, because that was a tough move and finish in traffic. She has been magnificent.
Are you kidding me? Caitlin Clark from the logo. In my career, I wouldn't be having the time of my life right now. Holy smokes. Another 37 minutes tonight. The most of any player in the game, and she drills another triple. Rewrite the history books. And we have been treated to a gem tonight. Clark again.
Rebound. We're about halfway through this first quarter. Here's the first long ball of the night.
Wow.
Caitlin Clark, the 9-game. Iowa with the 8-point lead in the ball. Here's Caitlin. You're not going to come out and guard her. I'm just going to step back and splash. Here comes Caitlin Clark, forcing the issue. Stop, shoot the 30-footer, and a score. Right wing, shot from three, knocks it down.
Couple shots, gosh, both at Ohio State and Michigan game. That's what she can do. Marshall, she's unguarded. Got it. Exactly what she wanted and got it. Caitlin Clark to end the quarter. Got it on the bank.
And it left O'Grady open, but she couldn't take the shot. And instead, Caitlin Clark will bury her first three.
Strong on the defensive side of the ball, so Indiana needs to keep getting ball reversals.
Clark for three. It's good. 5 to shoot. Clark step back. Only player in the conference who can hit that shot.
Beating
Caitlin Clark. It's about playing well heading into the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis. That's Clark from deep.
For the way that they've been able to do.
Clark from way downtown with 2 on the... Another timeout coming on the next whistle. Clark, the deep triple, right back at Petrie.
Clark from the logo, her first record downtown, and she drains. Julia has done a very good job guarding Caitlin Clark. Until now, that's why you don't let her catch it. She needs to do that a little bit more, I think. Get the floor spread. Clark pulls up, deep 3 and hits it. Under 2 minutes to go, Clark will try again. And again! After 20 in the first half. Steps back off the cross and hits it. You gotta stop her, you gotta stay between her and the basket. Steps back outside the line. Triple number 6. Clark pulls up in traffic and hits it. Creates some space, steps back and knocks down another one.
Positioning herself to rebound. Caitlin Clark drains the 3, forcing her way baseline. 8 seconds left. Clark unloads and knocks it. Clark was calling for it, knocks it down. Huge difference in the second half. So if you can do it once, you can do it twice. Caitlin Clark again in this game, but points finally starting to come. But Clark left completely alone. She's right there on the court with her as a youngster, so it's really fun. Caitlin Clark knocks down her first shot. Deep, almost stripped by Moriarty. And Clark for 3. Yes. Just missed short there with Markowski. Clark drains the long. Just 2 of 9 for Alexis Markowski, the freshman. Caitlin Clark lands.
1 possession at a time, but defensive stops are going to be key moving forward over the course of this next 4th quarter.
Sure, the way to get on the basketball court is to defend. Be a defensive stopper for our team. Well, you can't go under a screen.
Indiana checks in. Here is Sonano. 2 defenders on her. Clark gets a look and hits. Here comes Clark. She'll pull up. Transition 3. Nailed it. 27 for Clark. Clark hits down the deep 3. Michigan for a share of the regular season title. Clark coming off the screen for 3. That's Caitlin Clark. Step back 3. Got it.
She fires.
What they're doing is just being real physical. But Caitlin Clark's different. Clark.
Heat check.
Got it. Wow. Clark
Sonano. Clark, deep 3.
Wow. Count it.
There was a help defender and they stole it. So definitely got to watch out.
Clark, long 3. Count it. Caitlin Clark, 5. Long 3 again. Got it.
Wow.
Clark pulls out for 3 and nails it.
Well, if anybody did, she did. She was right there.
Clark for 3. Guy's biggest lead, 4 in the 3rd quarter. Here's Clark. You can't keep her down forever, and after missing a 2-point lead, a 2.5 left to play. Clark gets the screen, hits the 3.
Except for Shamatzi in place of Lauterbach. Clark clears. Clark, step back 3. Got it!
Sonano, big battle on the block with Bartley. Clark, fadeaway 3. Oh my goodness. You know it's going up. She got it!
Heat check and
Caitlin Clark, pull up 3. Look out, wow!
Martin, second chance. Clark buries it. Clark pulls it, nails it.
Riola's done a great job on Clark, but Clark is left open for the deep 3.
Has a
Quick size.
Clark steps into a deep three. It's never over.
Clark, all she needs is about a millimeter of space. So getting the foot in the paint, forcing a little bit of a rotation, and then getting a three after that. But you can't. She has doubled that. Clark's first. Clark from the logo! Nailed it! Well, you better be careful. There might be another one coming right here. Here she goes.
Clark. And here come the Hawkeyes. Clark with her first three-point shot of the game, and it is made. Back to Clark. Clark with a shot from the logo, and it is made. Caitlin Clark.
Clark tries to respond and does. For Suarez. Here's Clark. Her first shot of the second half. Got it. 100% of those donations goes to research. And there's Caitlin Clark out of the top. Her demeanor and expression never change. Clark for three. Transition.
Minnesota trying to thread the needle. Clark in rhythm. Yes, for the freshman.
Continuing to attack, being aggressive with the ball.
Didn't close out.
That you know that is their attitude coming into a game.
Caitlin Clark lets it rain here. Clark was calling for it, liked what she was seeing against Battle, and put.
Clark, step back three.
Rattles it home.
Hawk. The Sonano, back out to Martin. Thought about the three, gave it back to Clark. Clark will take the three. Got it. Martin, back to Clark for three. Give her 20.
Yeah. Clock ticks down to 5. Beautiful give and go, and a three to ignite this crowd. 10-2 this season. Got off to the best non-conference record since Katie Gerald's freshman year. Martin into the paint. A lot of black jerseys that leaves open Caitlin Clark.
As you talked about the double-doubles she's had that don't have anything to do with points.
Caitlin Clark.
Looking to score more.
That's a really fun matchup between her and Sonano today. Caitlin Clark behind the screen, drilling the last 3 minutes and change on this end for Iowa. Caitlin Clark trying to change that. She does. Loves having the ball in her hands. Wow, Caitlin Clark. That's enough room for Clark to knock down a three. Point lead inside of the final 6 minutes of this thriller. Clark a step back three. Clark trying for a quick answer. Wow. Clark, that's a tough three. Wow.
Clark, one of those distance attacks, strings it up. Look out. In conference play, they're going to continue to come at you. But the shots like that where she doesn't have a hand.
Jump inside. Sonano can't handle it. Clark, long three. Got it. Tied at 10 on the Clark three. Davis gives it to Clark. Long three again. Got that one. Martin looks for three. Clark feeling it past one. The ball back. Got it. Sonano back out to Clark for three. Short, but catches the rim and rolls in.
There's an open look for Caitlin Clark. Don't ever do that.
You can't forget.
Such a contrast. You see the ball moving by the Hawkeyes. Leads to an open Caitlin Clark three. Clark way too open.
Both teams really trying to involve the post players early. Clark gets a screen, pulls up, wing triple, got it. Break for Iowa. Can they take advantage? You know it. Caitlin Clark.
Both teams have it. Caitlin Clark. They won't drop in. Clark. Got it. She's open now. Caitlin Clark puts her over the 20.
Nice momentum by Nebraska.
Clark, there you go. Caitlin Clark gets
It's Iowa. Before losing to Michigan and then transferring to Nebraska. There's Clark. That's what she does. She's hit 2 for turning Nebraska over. Clark, you better stop her. Tied at 23.
That was a dime, though. You said it.
Well, Shelley almost got the steal. How about Clark? Oh, she is so smooth.
I didn't see it either, but
Clark, top of the arc, yes. That stops the 12-0 run.
Games ago, she got into foul trouble against Michigan, fouled out.
Clark, oh yeah! Let Iowa run away as they've been efficient. Clark connects, plus the foul. Clark will fire, you bet, from O'Hare. Davis finds Clark again. Caitlin Clark.
He is excited to represent the Chiefs on Sunday.
Clark excited about a wide open corner 3 as well. Clark surveying, firing, and hitting.
40 seconds on the Clark. And here is Clark for 3. 22nd game of at least 20 points, and can she add more?
You know, I was like, oh wow, that's awesome.
Caitlin Clark, her first shot of 3 from downtown over the last 2 games. And here she is again, back-to-back 3s. Up to 14.
And there's Mackenzie Holmes coming alive for the Hoosiers. I can't even finish my sentence. And then
they're able to score so quickly, not giving extra possessions. Caitlin Clark starts things off with a 3. Clark steps into it.
They skip past, now back on top. Clark, shot from 27 and good for Caitlin Clark. Rebound. Here comes Caitlin Clark on the move on the inside. Long 3-ball, yes! And it gives her an opportunity to go around you. Here's Caitlin, wide open 3 from the left wing. Instant offense. McKenna Warnock with Maddie Wilkie on her out on top. Caitlin Clark.
One of the signature wins for their NCAA tournament resume. Caitlin Clark wastes no time hitting her first.
outstanding play in the Big Ten.
Caitlin Clark, another one from deep, her second 3 so far today.
She's got McKenna Warnock in the air.
Clark at the logo, book it! Clark, a deep 3. She's feeling it. 20. Here comes Caitlin Clark, yet to shoot today. That didn't take long. Book it.
Mike, you can't wait.
Really want is a deep run in March. Clark unloads from deep. Caitlin's second 3-pointer.
All over the floor, right? With the ball, without the ball. I mean, like great scorers do.
Scary entering the month of March. Clark hits the 3.
The ball in her hands a lot, so yes, it's going to be important for her.
Her first one of the day, got it from 3-point land.
Continues to go on.
Clark, there she goes again. Yes! Indiana with just 3 turnovers so far. Clark catches, fires, and swishes. 2. Martin looking. Here's Clark. She fires, and it goes! She hit it!
Have the same colors, so it's hard to tell who's but we can tell. That's why I said at this juncture of the season, it's all about your mentality.
Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark will push it up the floor. Clark, yes!
Sonano, who returned for a 5th year.
And then she nails her first 3. A hot start for Caitlin.
Family recently was very emotional once they got here, but it was good to see her play the way that she was.
Once she crosses half court. From Minnetonka.
Quick pull by Abby Myers.
Talk about a quick pull. Caitlin Clark says, I won't be left. Way to play by Sellers. Couldn't quite get the spin. Caitlin Clark. That's what she...
Friday, but still their 3rd game in as many days. Clark backs up and hits nothing but net. Coming off the bench for Coach McGuff, get some size.
It's physicality, it's closing up the gap. You cannot give her any space because she's going to make you pay.
Efforts. Clark
Again.
Iowa plus 12 in rebounding in this game, and Caitlin Clark!
Her team rallied twice in the Southland Conference Tournament for wins, and that one dead on. Right on.
That's a problem for you. She applies so much pressure with what she does with the ball.
Clark with a triple, yes.
That she makes.
Clark will loft it up there and swish it in with a three. Falls in about 7 a game. Look at Clark. Yes! She gets to that logo.
Just that she has the guts to pull a shot like that in the clutch.
Clark straight on and nothing but net for the All-American. We'll flip back for Clark. She'll launch it. Got it.
A strong steal and finish by Georgia once again.
Clark with an open look. Swishes in to triple.
Off the jitters, I think, early in this ball game, looking to settle in. Caitlin Clark has it.
Serrano with the screen. Clark needs no room.
Ma'am, I don't know. This team and the grit and the pride and the toughness as Caitlin Clark knocks down a three. One of their last 7, and that was a big one.
Clark, can she answer? Of course.
Get out quickly.
Clark connects on a 3, 7 straight from Caitlin Clark. Clark, look at a shake free. Clark, step back 3 is good. Here's Clark, guarded by Robinson. Clark firing again. Oh my! Caitlin Clark. Here's Clark open in the corner. She got it. Clark will fire and hit. She's having a huge game.
That's not the shot.
Clark connects on a 3 of the junior's career. Here's Clark wide open. You bet. Marika Kono into the game for Louisville. Clark decides to take. Why not? Here in the semifinals. Clark will fire and hit from 3. Clark gets it across the timeline. A deep 3 is good. Honored at halftime, headed to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. So will she someday.
His 6'5" Boston.
Clark gets a clean look and knocks it down. A deep one. You bet! Caitlin Clark! 2 minutes left. Didn't want them to think there was 10. Clark! Oh my! Here's Clark getting some space and knocks it down. Sonato gets it back to Clark with space. She got it. Third 3 of the quarter for Caitlin Clark. Sonato trying to get it back to her. Clark again. That is not characteristic of them. Clark knocks down a 3. Clark behind the back, separates and hits. Clark playing with 3 fouls. Clark separates and knocks down another. A title game record 7-3 for Caitlin Clark. Clark separates and knocks down a 3.
A 6-foot senior from West Des Moines, Iowa, number 22, Caitlin Clark.
Stolke's going to kick it out to Clark from deep. Knocks it down. Caitlin Clark with a checks in for Goodman. Deep 3 from Clark and 1. We're already seeing that Goodman and her as Clark shoots it and makes another one. Splashes that one. He has a little bit of positioning down low. Clark, though, the open 3, splashes it home. Can't leave her open.
Clark hits the 3. Too much. Clark answers.
People watching, maybe we can break that 10 this year.
Deep 3. Caitlin Clark. Clark, step back. Good. Money. Clark again.
As much as they can, even if it's against their 5. Grace Buffelli.
Hand in her face. Does not. Yeah, she's not shying away from these bright lights. Great catch. And
K-State shooting 30%. Here is Clark. Yes!
Make that pass a little bit more difficult.
Gotta help out your big. Caitlin Clark knocking down.
A 13-3 run for Iowa continues with a Clark three. Marshall passes on the three. Out for Clark. Money.
Teammates more involved to put them in opportune situations.
Strokes in another one. Caitlin Martin has come out here tonight shooting like Caitlin Clark. Found Dinnebeer on the back end for Drake. Clark wants more. She's got more.
Schenkel.
Molly Davis went behind the screen and paid for it. Caitlin Clark's on the board early.
Working one-on-one. Step back three. Book it! Caitlin Clark.
Match there on the inside for Iowa. Can they get Addison O'Grady the basketball? No, not needed.
Clark comes to the ball. She'll try again. Oh, yeah! Caitlin Clark. Three more.
To put them in a better position for tomorrow.
Step back for Clark, you bet. She bangs one. Controls. Clark comes to the ball. Pulls up for three. Oh, yeah, again. Caitlin Clark. Iowa with the ball. Here's Clark. Step back for three. Book it. Clark just 1 for 4 from three in this quarter as Clark fades and hits. Make it 2 for 5. Clark, a three. The bounces around and falls. A lot of tight defense from Adams. Clark comes to it. Caitlin Clark looking for three more. Book it. Caitlin.
Turnover. Caitlin Clark from way downtown. Count it, baby. That is. Here comes Clark. Crossover, step back for three. It's good by Gregory. Stands her right up. Caitlin Clark with a step back. It's good.
Clark. Left side, contested three. Oh, boy! Caitlin Clark from way out. Clark fades for three. Book it! Caitlin Clark! On the right wing, Davis drawing attention. Clark with some space. Tees one up. Oh, yeah! Caitlin Clark! Bucket here should give Iowa a good chance. Clark tees it up again. Clark, the haymaker!
A huge part of this city, this state.
Caitlin Clark starting things out with her.
But now it's Caitlin Clark and company.
Clark determined to find that stroke as she points to.
So for a third time in her career, Clark, a three is good. Clark finds a lot of space and connects from downtown. Here box, still plenty of time to operate. Back to Clark. Her three is good. Trisha Hoskins faster. Here is Clark off the screen, fires and hits. With Clark trailing. History in flight. You bet! Caitlin Clark, 3,000 career points. Clark, a deep one. She got it. Caitlin Clark.
Shoot for a falter. Clark will heave it and drop it from way downtown.
You have someone on the bench that's keeping track of things like that.
Caitlin Clark creates her own rhythm. Here's Clark from deep. Clark from deep. Bang!
Caitlin Clark quickly getting a look and knocking down the first three she wins. Clark finds herself open and her second three tonight. Clark perfectly in rhythm. She's got it. Clark in transition. Yes.
It's a nice finish on the fadeaway.
Clark, quick trigger. Cleveland State has not been able to finish inside. Clark, transition three, yes!
And all four have double figures. A Purdue's type of player, oh my goodness.
Clark, 87 points, and Clark will add more.
Able to blow this game open because they created second chance opportunities and use our physicality.
There she is again.
Clark on the far side. Clark pulls up from three. Bang! Caitlin Clark from downtown. Drops down another three. Caitlin Clark with an answer. Has it.
See them try to get Tannen involved early as Stolke was able to provide power.
Wide open three for Caitlin Clark. Knight behind the back. Caitlin Clark for three. Bingo!
With the style of play that Iowa has and just trying to get adjusted.
Caitlin Clark connects from deep. Clark will fire. Clark with the step back three. Clark will fire from deep. That's her fourth three-pointer. Gracholski, which they didn't get enough of in the first half. Caitlin Clark, another three-pointer. She's got to flex out. Clark has it. A logo three for the Unicorn!
The logo threes, that's a pretty special thing, but it's all the things that she does.
We are watching. Sold out crowd once again here at Carver Hawkeye. Clark creating space and scoring. Caitlin.
By moving the ball, they were able to eventually get a shot, but they have to attack the gaps.
Caitlin, it's her time. Handoff. Cashes in. Tate on Clark. High arcing. All the follow through. This is where Iowa likes to play. Clark. Yes. They go back to her. There she goes, left side. Come on, Caitlin. Looking for opportunities. Step back. Yeah. Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win. Yeah. She does it time and time again. The 40-piece.
Double of the season. Caitlin Clark finally drills a three. Back to Clark. Triggered the inbounds, and that's a wide open three. These are sold out all across the Big Ten. Clark for three. Hits again.
Seeing the vision behind the glass with all the fans.
Clark high arcing. Why not? What a way to start.
Getting into the paint to create.
Again? Yes! Of course, 2 for 2 from the outside.
As well. She is an insane golfer.
Make it 3 threes, Kim.
Ooh, Cece.
Clark puts it up. Just needed a second chance. And a different defense. Clark left all alone. That's 5 threes on the evening. 16-point lead is the largest. Clark puts it up.
Clark step back three. Finally. Clark. Step back three again. Boom. But it was all IU. They hit their first 15 shots. Caitlin will hit that one though. 6 seconds. Here comes Clark. Got free. Up. Pure. Clark. Head and shoulder. Trying to find that shot. Pure.
She got the extra details.
The golden doodle.
Trouble with their bigs. Keep throwing it inside.
Clark. She gets it on the goal. Turnover by the Badgers. Logo. Yes! Another. Clark. Too much space.
But you can't try to play to that. Getting herself to the basket, staying available from three.
Step back, drains it. Well, no one's there. That's a layup for her. She has yet to score in this game. She loves this move. Right to the left for a three. She got it.
Yeah. To move this offense for Ohio State out. Especially when your 5 player is one of your best three-point shooters.
Again!
Ricky Harris has answered the call early.
Clark already has a couple. Make it 3. 3 triples. The handoff to Clark. She's eyeing it. Puts it in.
There's so much opportunity in transition. Caitlin Clark needs no space.
Under
understanding how she's growing the game. She talks about it all the time. Her popularity is through the roof. And
Caitlin, 40-piece.
You know, it'll be interesting because both of them had a bye week. Clark, long three, and we are now. Clark through a couple defenders, another. Everybody is on, and that's hard to do. Clark draining a three, her third. We're going to miss Caitlin Clark when she decides to go to the WNBA. Caitlin Clark back to Clark, quick trigger, and drains the three. That is here, but Nebraska keeps fighting.
Not if Caitlin Clark has anything to say about it.
Against Markowski, and she's trying to pull her out away from the basket.
Caitlin Clark does. 2 to shoot for Clark. She'll need the heroics here. And does it.
Clark, step back. She's comfortable already. Caitlin, and she has officially moved on up in the record books, folks. That one was for third on the women's all-time scoring list. Block and the bucket.
Try to force Caitlin Clark to put the ball on the floor, going right. Get inside the three-point line. You can't let her have that space.
Team foul against Maryland. Long jump shot. Clark and knocks it down. Clark with 6 points to start. Clark from the logo and knocks it down. Pick and roll. Clark thinking about it. Lets it fly and rides it in. Clark takes a quick release three and buries it. That's 28. Picked up Stokey in the corner. Rising fire. Clark. Pure. Her roommate. Clark. Pump fake. Rises and buries it.
So if she gets a mismatch on that block, she's going to let it go.
But there's Caitlin Clark opening the scoring for Iowa.
Out or make her shoot a walled-up shot.
Clark with a tough three.
Coming into this game, she was 0 for 5.
And there's a big three-pointer.
Drives to the rim and put pressure on the rotation.
Clark for three.
How do you think Nebraska will deal with Caitlin Clark today?
Well, I think they're going to give her different looks just to locate and box out.
Caitlin Clark drills the three out of nowhere. Settling down the lane. She's walled off, so Caitlin Clark triggers on the bullseye.
Tonight as well, this afternoon.
Clark fade away. Three and the foul.
Let's go with the ball handler, pop out and knock down.
Coley trying so hard to deny Caitlin Clark.
Anna Stokey posting up, but you know who they go to. 22 from the outside. Recovered by Gabby Marshall. Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? There it is! The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball. She times them out, sets her feet, catch.
Game for Michigan. She was 23.3 rebounds.
Okay! Stop it! But I use a calculator sometimes. That's 4.5 games. Keep it coming.
No balance.
It's up. It's good. Into perspective and shout out her teammates as she goes for a 30-piece.
Here from Big Ten coaches, they have all said Iowa has improved drastically defensively.
8 threes.
Win against Ohio State earlier this season.
A new career high. Clark, her first step back of the evening is good. Deep one for Clark. Silence. Clark off the screen, yes.
And a straight line drive right to the rim. Strong guard.
Clark sets her feet. Yes. It's been Mackenzie getting the lion's share of the assignment today. And it doesn't matter.
Travel there. A little bit of a hop step.
Clark back to back.
To be able to take that hit and get right back up.
Caitlin Clark rattles in a three.
defender, and Dolan gets some space. That is too tough to.
Wearing home white with maroon and gold, and that's the first three of the night for Caitlin Clark.
To avoid drought, so far struggling here.
From the logo, ladies and gentlemen, the Gophers on the board. Clark again, somebody is in her bag.
Just trying to keep this thing close early here.
Clark responding beautifully. Davis getting it to Clark. That's another three-point basket. 2 triples shy of setting a new single-season women's record. Make it 1 shot. Personal foul. It's her 3rd, so she will take a seat. Clark, triple, splash. And Paige Becker's matchup.
Oh, I'm not sure if anyone wants to face her.
Factor this last month for Ohio State.
Clark, quick release. And hits. Caitlin Clark. Clark, quick release jumper. She's 12. Look up, met his wife, Letitia, who was playing there. And right now, it's...
They do what they do best, generating offense out of their defense.
Clark again for downtown. They swing it. Clark, step back straight away. Pure. Spent. Clark. He's not that tired. That wrist isn't tired.
Of the team, the mother hen as they've called her. Caitlin Clark hits a three-pointer, and Clark makes history once again. Clark again.
Away by Brett. Getting the assignment on Clark. Deep 3. Rattles.
Hang out, watch a movie, you know.
Clark read it all the way. Clark, logo, yes!
When it comes to who can score and where they can score.
And Caitlin Clark can score anytime.
When they do it well, they defend and at least offense. Clark steps it back. 3-point. Each team winning on its home court in the regular season. Clark off balance, nothing but net. These are the 2 teams who have survived, the 2 and the 5. Clark from straight away. Here, and they need a bucket. So they go Clark's way. She can deliver. Clark looking for it, steps it back. It's a 3 on the way. It's another 3.
And for Caitlin Clark to continue to trust them, to trust that the game is going to open up for her. And there she breathes.
2 in field goal percentage, number 1 in most threes made. And there's another one for Caitlin
on the offensive end. They're not going to give up. They're going to continue to chip away, but you got to stay in the space and not let 20. Once they're playing this 2-3 zone, going to try to force contested shots from the 3-point line. And there is Caitlin Clark knocking down a big one. Ball.
Clark steps behind the screen and hits.
Yes.
Clark. First step to the side over Hemingway, and that's her 3rd. He played 10 minutes in the opening round due to illness as Clark hits her 4th so far in the tournament. A 7 seed upsetting Ohio State. Deep 3. Clark!
Lisa Bluter kept bringing up to her team as they prepared for this game. Clark, she got it. Clark in the corner, connects on a 3. Wheeling back, will fire, and hit.
The secure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark connects. Clark in last year's national championship game.
She has more size and length.
Clark, you bet. Iowa with numbers. Here's Clark, catch, fire, and hit. Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my! From wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was. Clark! Again, coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires, you bet! 12 rebounds, playing in her first Elite 8 game. Clark, again! Clark pulls up, another deep one, is good! Looking to spin away from traffic. Double screen. Gets open. And hits. First. Trying to get it to Clark. Does. Her three is good. Plus the foul. Not had a two-possession lead yet tonight. Clark, step back three. You bet. Flings it out. Clark, open three. Is good. Season against Iowa, but was coming off the bench. Clark. Oh my! From the future. Here's Clark. Will Iowa wind it down? No. That's why. Scored in the second. Will put up a three here. And hit.
She can gun from anywhere, but a very slick basketball player. As you see, here's a long ball three, and good. The Hawks, McKenna Warnock quickly in the front court. Here's a long three taken at a 27-footer by Maddie Ray. Clark tried to use the pick on the right side from Monica Zanano. She decides 10-footer, not good. Into the hands of Weltha to Martin, back to Caitlin Clark. Well, she wasn't going to let three.
Once you hesitate, that shot's going away.
Clark fires for three.
That's the answer. No hesitation from Clark. And the ball just came to her.
And being in good position, they're getting to the right spot. Clark for three. Book it.
For a reason, Megan. Caitlin Clark unloads!
The elements that you have to contend with.
Caitlin Clark, the three ball! The Unicorns!
Phenomenal. Megan Gustafson, obviously player of the year. She was the Honda player of the year as well.
Clark pulls up from the MediaCom logo
There
and
we
drains
go.
it.
Hey, we've been waiting for that one.
And right when they said congratulations, you made the team, I had a big smile on my face.
Fuerte. Triple. ¡Sí, señor! Triple. Clark lanzó. Clark anotó. Boekers. Hay intento de tres. ¡Sí! Ya. Afod. Clark. Clark lanzó de lejos. ¡Sí, señor! Triple. Triple de Clark. ¡Sí, señor! Caitlin Clark tenía espacio, lanzó y anotó. Triple. Sí, señor. Entra Verdejo. Clark, solita. Anotación. De las manos de Clark. Clark se detiene, lanzó, anotó. Triple. Celeste Taylor. Clark de larga distancia. Triple. Sí. A Clark. Clark, buen movimiento de Clark.
Right now, going with this game. Left corner, open three, it's good. Backing up, looking forward. Clark shoots the three. It's good. Cross for Team USA. Now to the right side. Three attempt. Clark, good! That's going to look at the situation. Pass out. Clark, three, good! Pass break, going to slow down a little bit. Pass out. Clark. She's been hitting from three, and that's another one. Pass Clark. She's been lighting it up from three. Drive. Kick out. Clark trying to light it up some more. She does! Papa with it. Kick. 3. Good! A screen set by Betts. A 3 attempt. It's good!
He's looking for Caitlin Clark, who'll put the 3 up. And in! The second 3 of the game. University 2022. And this is Caitlin Clark introduction herself. Hungary 22, Caitlin Clark for another 3. For that club, so plenty of experiences.
Clark again, another 3 for Clark.
How amazing defense AC Fat is playing on Jade Melbourne.
Comes right back with a 3 from Caitlin Clark.
I want my legacy to be the impact that I can have on young kids, and I hope I brought them a lot of joy.